Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Keenan Memorial Stadium, home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. And basketball may be in the blood, but football is certainly in the soul. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Tar Heels will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Ole Miss offense takes the field to start this game off. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. To the ground. He's got it again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On second down, they'll take to the air. Got it set up on the outside. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Rebels want to move quickly. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Walters. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. Tackled after picking up the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. It's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Tar Heels are in the red zone. Hands it off. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, it's Boone. He's got it on the move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, North Carolina.
what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Throws to the tight end. He makes the catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Makes the grab on the left.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Quarterback floating away from pressure.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by them front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll go to the ground. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Off play action. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Running to the left. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First down to start the drive after the break. Now he's looking to throw it. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Lets it fly. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. The give on the inside. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The quick out. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here comes the offense on 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. The back goes in motion. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Defense wants to bring the heat. Give to the running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
From the gun on 3rd down. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. 1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses. Stop it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff. But putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the right. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. He'll just keep slinging it, using the quick game.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Floats it out in space.
Well, this defense knows they're going to have to go sideline to stop this offense. Nice job there rallying to the back who caught the swing pass there in the right perimeter.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Swings it out to the flat. Hard running there. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Coates.
I tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Colorado is going to enjoy the trip back to Boulder after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there at Folsom Field, and suddenly it's quite the resume. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Going up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Firing to the right, complete. Makes a catch and knocked down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the sack. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And the Rebels will punt this one away. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, and this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
To the air, it's Boone. He rifles one deep to the left. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll immediately call timeout.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Unloads it left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive fit.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Rebels will kick it off to start the 2nd half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
He finds his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now on second down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Scanning the field, it's Boone. Keeps looking downfield. Makes the grab.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Hand off from the shotgun. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air on first down. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Skips away from pressure. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Boone. He's got it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Quarterback on the keeper. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They think there's room to run to the right here. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. A first down for the offense. Was to pass. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. 2nd and short now after that completion. Running it to the right. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Off the play fake. And they get the sack just like that.
And this defense is smelling blood right now. Like, they know they got them right where they want them. Got them in a 3rd down and long. They got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. You need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense working from the pistol. Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That last score sort of like the finishing touch on a great meal, as they are oh so close to tasting victory and getting ready to kick it away again. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wants to throw on 1st down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Bunch formation for these receivers. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Whitaker. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Got his man in the middle. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. And the Rebels are on the move. They'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third down coming up after the completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
Got his man. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The Rebels have moved it inside the 20. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Looking to throw on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose the yard on that one.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Works the middle. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. From the gun, the ground game. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. He's got 67 yards on the ground in this one, and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Here on third down for this offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Running for it on fourth down. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run. Showing your physicality. Setting your offense up in a good spot.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The give. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Now facing a 3rd and long. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing